Go live where you can.
Yeah, right.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I need to tell Greg to go live. I'm not supposed to do anything, right?
That
Oh,
might
hey,
help.
We are live, by the way.
hi, everybody. What's going on? I can't wait for that tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's kind of messed up.
I guess you take your thrills where you can get them.
You're right. I can't wait to tell someone they're wrong. I mean, who am I kidding? Me too. I mean, come on.
It's so fun. You know why? Because I tried to say this last week and you guys blew me off. But I love that
Anyway, should we start? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
God.
I was gonna say I love how honest the audience is.
Tonight, live on the air. Wait for it. All right, the best part of the show, though.
Join us on Halloween for a special episode of Myth or Mystery on YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live, October 31st, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 Central. Enter for a chance to win a 20-ounce Myth or Mystery tumbler. To enter, submit your Halloween photos of you, your kids, or your pets in costume. On Halloween night, viewers will vote on the photos. Submit your photos to mythormystery@yahoo.com.
Let's get spooky.
All right, well, let's get going. It's time to play Myth or Mystery, the weekly panel show where our panel here, with the help of our viewers, decide if the videos or images we're watching tonight are myth, mystery, or unknown. Remember, this series is heavily reliant on our viewers voting on the videos each week, so please share this video out to get more people to join in. You can only vote for the videos on YouTube, though. You can go to @MythOrMysteryLive, though you can comment on the videos from anywhere you're watching from. The link to vote for the videos is pinned to the top of the comments page. We have some fun news regarding Halloween. You saw some of it in the opening. We're going to talk a little bit more. So clear the decks for Halloween because you're going to be watching it with us on that night. So, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get to it. Let's meet the panel tonight. I'm going to go first. My name is Greg, and I am a paranormal investigator. I've been doing it for about 15, 16 years, and well, I like it. What more can I say about it? I also host a radio show Monday through Friday called Ghost Box Radio with Greg Bakken on AM 950. You can also watch it live, not Thursday nights because we steamroll over that episode, but no, the other night, so you can watch it 10:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I also do Ghost Box Live, where I reach out to spirits. Harlow is co-producer, graphic artist, research, and video researcher. Harlow is also a writer and illustrator with her book Plugged into the Paranormal about her lifelong paranormal experiences. Harlow's books on her paranormal experiences, as well as her fiction and art, can be found on Amazon. Link is in the comments. We'll be hearing and seeing from Harlow throughout the show, but we're going to say goodbye to her right now, but we're going to see her later. We also now go on to Ryan. Ryan is a 15-year paranormal investigator. I think we can also stop saying 15 years for Ryan as well. He's also the evidence review go-to guy. Ryan is good at finding things no one else has found, and whether we like it or not, he's going to hit you with some cold, hard facts, or he's going to find stuff that is paranormal that none of us had seen before. Miriam is our psychic medium who specializes in remote viewing, aliens, and clearing dark energies. She is also a teacher of spirituality, the paranormal, and bridging the gap between the two. Now, if you missed our show last week, head over to Myth or Mystery Live on YouTube to check it out. We had a great analysis on the famously haunted Whaley House and assisted a young soul to the other side who's been living in Miriam's apartment. And really, that's the fun part about it, isn't it? That we are able to do some, well, I don't want to say some paranormal stuff because that really is pretty general, but we were able to help spirit. We're able to do spirit stuff during the show itself. So that's kind of fun, isn't it? Well, not fun. I don't even know if I can use the right words tonight.
I think it's fair to say it was fun and inspiring and always nice to be able to help someone along, for sure.
How has your place been since?
Great. I mean, completely different. So thank you.
There we go. That's interesting. So I don't know what you want to do with that.
Hi, Darren. So the best way to connect with someone who has passed is to find some form of meditation, whether that's just walking in nature, whether that's sitting quietly, whether that's having meditation music on, because when we connect with those who have passed, we're needing to learn their language, and their language now is intuitive. And so we need to strengthen that intuitive side of ourselves so that we can hear intuitively what they have to say. So meditation is the route that you want to take for that.
There you go. Now, the opening of the show rudely interrupted you, Miriam, when you were saying that, I don't know how that happened, but what were you?
What do I have to say about that? No, that you just discovered a way to shut me up. Cool. That was nice.
That's not. No, you got that wrong. That wasn't the purpose of that whatsoever. I mean,
I have a feeling that's a new. That's going to be a new shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only gonna get old to everyone except me. So you know how it goes. So yeah, no, that's interesting. Now, do we have a camera on the obelisk tonight?
No, that did not work out so well last week. So I got to come up with a different solution for that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was so challenging.
It was.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you even got the missus to help you set that up.
It took a lot of effort to get there, and it still didn't work out that great.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Keep talking, because we have one of our fans sent us a picture of them watching the show, and I wanted to share it, but I forgot to put it in a format that can be shared, so I got to do that real quick. I knew I was too well prepared when we were sitting there tonight. I was like, I feel like there's something I should be doing.
When I joined, and I think Ryan joined the show earlier, when I joined the show a half an hour before we started, you're over there. I am all ready. I'm all ready. I'm early. I'm all ready.
I was saying that. I was saying that 100%. I knew I was forgetting something. Hold on. I'm trying to put this in a format I can share with you guys. It's so cute. But
now, speaking of Avi, right before we started the show, what was it, 8:59, and it said minute. So hopefully it's going to be talkative tonight again.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. I mean, it doesn't seem to work when there's a camera on it, but
that's just it.
When there's no camera, oh, it's so accurate. It's saying, oh, it said your name, Greg. Oh, it's,
I mean, yeah, not cool, Avi, not cool. Or should I say Ryan?
Well,
okay,
Ashley, cheats at trivia, so maybe Ryan's cheating at the old obelisk. I don't know.
This whole time he's been a big liar.
He hates the paranormal.
Okay, ready?
We've been, yeah.
It's coming. Some good stuff, guys.
Yep.
It's just loading. Give us 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, this is riveting. Up there we go. Linda Judd.
Oh, Linda. Oh, that's Linda. She's going to
This-
come over to YouTube.
I'm hoping if we ever make the transition to radio that it's as smooth as it is tonight.
Look at
Oh,
this
that's
was
funny.
this was your audience over here last Thursday night. They are no fun and rate everything a myth, but I'm a believer. How cute is that?
I love it. I love it. Little kitty cats.
Oh, they're so cute. We should make a T-shirt with them, and it should say, "I voted on Myth or Mystery."
Who sent that?
A fan. Hold on, let me pull up Harlow.
I didn't realize that's different.
Harlow is a good friend of Harlow's.
Yes.
All right. All
Our
right.
kitty family. They should be actually listening tonight also.
Oh, good. Good. Happy to hear it. I was just looking to see if mine is nope, he's not out there. He hates me.
Oh, he
So-
does hate you, but we want to see your T-shirt.
Do you mind if I take down the kitty cats?
I don't know. They're so cute.
This is the first of the new Ghost Box Radio shirts. And this is based off the old Para Friends events logo. And it just says, "Can't we all get along?"
Wait,
So,
how do I make you full screen? Hold on. Okay.
like that? But there's
It's so cute.
I'm actually updating it a little bit because I don't know what we did to the logo. It's not quite right, but we're working on it. So
I think it looks adorbs.
and then I did one that is an alien face that just says, "I'd like to get to know you better." And then there is a Bigfoot that just says, "Count to 10 and come find me." So fun over at the Ghost Box T-shirt factory. That's all I'm going to say. Hi, Larry S. So
I can't
there we
wait. I think they're going to be cute. And Taylor, hopefully you'll get some kitties in a costume for Halloween. You can submit to our photo contest.
So I guess we're done talking about my shirts really quickly. After that.
I
Jesus. Oh, well, hey,
That was a smooth transition.
yeah, that was great.
That was a sharp left.
That was really like the end of that, wasn't it? I just want to say real fast that these were printed by Gritty Gear, which is one of the sponsors of Ghost Box Radio, and they do custom T-shirts, and they're really good. So just I'm going to throw it out
cool.
there, little advertisement, but they're worth it. So just wanted to say where they're from. So there you go. These will be made available eventually. The site's already made for it, but eventually.
So what's eventually for you? Like 6 months, 6 days, 6 weeks?
Shorter than it takes me to get back to you in text.
Oh my God. So they're never
No.
coming out.
Because I'm actually excited to do this, opposed to responding to you. So
Oh, God. That's fair. My husband barely responds to me, so I can't expect anyone else to respond to me.
well, you're ruining his chords.
Oh my God.
So he's I don't blame him.
Oh, for those of you that missed it, I tried to help when we moved, and I tried to organize Bruce's stuff. My husband, which in 23 years of marriage, I've never touched his stuff or organized it or anything. But I was like, I'm going to be helpful, and I just totally destroyed his setup. He's got a trillion cords because he has all his like gear for his music and everything. And he came home and he's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I was like, "I helped you," and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to kill you, but thank you."
Was it a
really bad?
thank you very much?
It was.
Really, this is great.
Linda keeps telling everyone how soft the t-shirts are for Myth or Mystery. So thank you.
So once again, we're done talking about my shirts. That's cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. Whatever. That's all about it. So no, you didn't answer that question, Miriam, did you?
I thought,
Come on, you put it up there. You better answer it.
yes, Linda, they do.
All right. So Halloween. All right. Halloween is going to be a special night, and I'm not sure if for those like watching on things and Get Haunted, I'm not quite sure how that translates, because it may not translate. We got to talk to the folks who run those networks. But Halloween for Ghost Box Radio, we're doing a special 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time broadcast of the show from the 300 Clifton Mansion in downtown Minneapolis. It's going to be a live event. It's going to be a big carnival atmosphere there, and they're selling tickets for that right now to both be part of the carnival and be part of our audience, where people from the audience are going to be brought in to investigate the top 2 floors that nobody, unless you are staying there, ever have access to. So that's pretty cool. But we thought, you know what? Why just leave it at that? Why not make it, because it's Thursday and this is a show that people love? I mean, mostly. I mean, there's some people I hear aren't that popular on the show. So we're doing it's not a special episode of Myth or Mystery because it's supposed to be on, but we're actually doing it so it goes over the radio as well. It's going to be projected on the screen at the 300 Clifton, because we're going to have a big screen out there with everything, including the investigation. The live investigation on the radio is going to happen the same time as Myth or Mystery. So we're going to cut in and out of that as well. Plus, we're going to have Ghost Inspector Greg at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery for part of the evening as well. So we're going to be cutting over to Hollywood and seeing if he's picking up any famous spirits through his spirit box, through his ghost box. Miriam, anything you want to add to that?
I'm just so excited. I'm not a Halloween fan. I've never liked Halloween. It's never been my thing. And so I'm just excited that there's all this fun stuff to do. Harlow created like an incredible show also, where we're going to be investigating cursed films, one being Poltergeist. Leading up to Halloween, we're going to do well, I don't want to botch it, but something about the Munchkins and Wizard of Oz, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harlow, what was the other thing we were going to do? We were going to do the picture of Houdini, but I think we changed. She may have decided something different, and I should know this, and I forgot. So sorry.
It was
great. She's in the private chat.
It was great to ask you. I'm glad that I turned it your direction. That was helpful.
Okay, the Hanging Munchkins Urban Legend is going to happen the week before Halloween, and then a short film on Houdini. Yeah, so we're going to have there's just going to be so much fun stuff. Thanks to everybody else who loves Halloween.
Well, and I'll just say, The Wizard of Oz, the production of that film is so fascinating to me. It truly is. So that's really cool that it's being covered. And I didn't want to include Myth or Mystery on the broadcast on Halloween, but Chad twisted my arm, the owner of AM 950, to do so. So here we are.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yeah. Well, he said,
wow.
He said he liked the guy who does the technical stuff, the one who goes and tries to debunk everything. He said that and the host are probably the best part of the show. Also, the woman that comes on and off during bits and pieces of it, that he liked her as well. And then he said he liked the audience. So
all right. Well, listen, let's talk about something that actually was not a joke and that really did happen, because when Greg told me about this opportunity, he was like, listen, but Miriam, I have to ask you. And I thought, honestly, he was saying it like, and he was serious. He was saying it like, well, we'll include Myth or Mystery, but we're going to have to replace you. He was like, you can't swear. Is that going to be okay? And I was like, oh my God, I thought you were going to replace me on my own show. Yes, I can try and not.
No, none of us have met behind your back to talk about that at all.
Right.
None of us have.
Never have.
Here's the thing about the swearing. So when I was going to go to nighttime, when I was taking my show to nightly, I reached out to a guest, because she was a dream interpreter, and my whole thing was like, doing the show nightly is a dream come true. So I'm going to have a dream interpreter on the show. And I said to her, all I ask is, because it's a live show, please don't swear. Can you not swear? I don't know if you're even a swearer or not, but please don't swear. She literally turned down the opportunity to be on the show. And I don't mean opportunity like my show is something great, but to do live radio, because she didn't think she could control herself.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's like, she's like, better not, because I swear a lot. It's like, you couldn't stop it for 50 minutes. Nope.
Listen, in her defense, she's right. It is hard. But I will find a way. Or we could just put Ryan in charge of like a censor button to mute me.
You talk so fast, though. I don't know if that's gonna.
Do
We'll just
Now,
meet you
now
the
here's
whole night.
here's the thing, because on that night we're gonna go through the studio. So Adam is gonna be at the studio. We're on a 6-second delay at that point, so he can mute you. But the children, remind you, the children at the mansion who are there to have a good time are not there to see Miss Love and Light give the Effenheimer 3 or 4 in a row, and so just something to consider. The children, but I
Miss
know
Love
that
and Light giving the Effenheimer.
right? Just like, geez.
That was a really funny line.
It's
Oh
true.
my god.
So
What's
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Is it still stuck? Oh
Just
my
that pop sound.
gosh. All right, let's do this.
I mean, should we just stop now? I mean, I think that's kind of where we're going. Right? All right, here we go. Just so you know, Ryan, I have to get up early tomorrow too. So.
Oh, you gotta wake up like at what, 10, 11?
Oh my god, I just beat a little.
Actually, like 6:30. I know it's not,
Oh my god.
That's pretty crappy. Anyway,
why do you have to get up at 6:30?
We're doing a live broadcast at the Minneapolis Convention Center tomorrow, so we have to get out there early and set up. So,
well, let's get on with this then.
Let's get on with it. All right, Myth or Mystery is an interactive paranormal show with a panel of seasoned paranormal investigators and mediums. Believe it or not, you may not believe it after what we've just been through. Plus, audience participation. The panel will individually determine myth, mystery, or unknown. Myth is not paranormal. Mystery is paranormal. Unknown means not paranormal, but may not be man-made or faked either. The audience is polled throughout the show to determine their analysis of each video, myth, mystery, or unknown. When the panel is not unanimous, the audience polling will be the tiebreaker. The audience will also have opportunities to win prizes via the paranormal trivia question segments. If you're watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube to join the polling. YouTube polling is at Myth or Mystery Live, and the YouTube link is pinned to the top of the comments section. If you're watching on Facebook right now, it's going to be pinned to the top. Now, there is nearly as many people creating fake paranormal and UFO videos these days as there are people trying to capture genuine evidence. Add to that the capabilities of modern technology, such as hologram projections, jetpacks, and programmable drones. It is becoming increasingly more difficult to know what is real. That's why shows like ours, Myth or Mystery, are important in helping us to remember to always use our intuition and evaluate with a critical eye. Now, Ryan, why don't you share what's going on with the Myth or Mystery live community page on YouTube, please?
Yeah, so we like to stay engaged with everybody between shows through our community page on YouTube. That's at Myth or Mystery Live. Harlow posts all kinds of fun stuff there. This week, she posted a question. How do you experience energy and spirits? Number 1, see or hear. Number 2, sense or feel. Number 3, you just know it. Number 4, several ways or all of the above. Harlow's answer was all of the above. I think I would probably have to go with all the above too. A lot of times what I use as instruments, whether that be a voice recorder, excuse me, a K2, Ovilus, but a lot of times too, you can sense it and feel it, see them, hear them. So all the above for me. What about you, Greg?
I would say that one is through smell. That's always been one that has been like, especially my father. When the night that he passed, there was a scent that I had associated with him literally hours afterwards, and it's been when that comes around, I know that he's around, and that's been something. Miriam, I always get confused on on the Claires, so I don't remember what Claire smell is.
Oh, clairaudient. Oh God, that is a good question.
Yeah, and I never get it right, so I would say something like that. But sense and feel is one for me as well.
That's interesting, smell, because that's not a very common one. And so it's always interesting to me when people mention that. I just posted the link to vote in the comments, and I started because I forgot to do that. So yeah, that's interesting. So sent for you, huh?
Yeah.
I've always felt. I've heard things as I grew older. You know, for everybody, your abilities strengthen, especially if you're using them. They get stronger as you get older. So sometimes I'll see. So I guess I'm all of the above. Sorry, it took me a long time to answer that, but I got there.
Got there eventually. Yeah, that's cool.
Jeremy York is pitching his show. Ryan just sent you a message about being on my show. He's having
Thanks, Jeremy.
He's having a show about robots.
Yeah, right. Is it about the Transformers?
Is it? Is it life behind the? Yep, I botched that.
Here's
That
the thing.
well.
Now Ryan is suddenly the it person, right? That Jeremy is asking him on.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, right. You know what? Have him on Halloween, Jeremy. All right. I like the fact that
happen.
I like the fact too that it's not a private message. He has to let the world know, hey, I want you to come on my show. I mean, really? Come on.
But no, you can't have him on Halloween. He's going to be with us on Halloween.
Good for you. I mean, I don't know what your point is, Jeremy.
Jeremy,
So,
you can't have him Halloween. He's going to be with us Halloween.
just to be clear, Miriam, he never said anything about Halloween. I was the one that said something about Halloween.
Jeremy, stop it.
No. My grandmother has come back into incarnation. I don't smell her perfume anymore. So, image number 1. Okay.
We're so mean to Linda. Well, for anyone that's new, it's because we love Linda. We love teasing her. We're not like that to anyone else. Uh-oh. Look at Jeremy just yelled at us.
So first of all, when Jeremy private messages me, it's about to make a video about the anniversary of their network, and like I just happy birthday things or something like that. That's just not really my thing. Anyway, so sorry.
All right, we're talking a lot about smelly
It's a
stuff.
talkative group tonight, that's for sure. We are 28 minutes into it, and there's already 104 messages.
Sorry.
There's already 104 comments. So.
I know. Okay, go. Let's do it. Sorry.
Are you sure?
I got real excited.
So the name of tonight's episode is Dad, Is That You? And we are going to be looking at image number 1. Important to note that image number 1 has not been doctored or edited in any way. So from there, audience, you will vote before the panel analysis for video number 1 begins. And video number 1 will be played a few times. You will then have a total of 60 seconds to complete your vote. So let's take a look at Dad, Is That You? This is image number 1.
This video, caught by a security camera in Florida, captures a scene from an enclosed back porch. A flurry of dust particles and/or bugs flow across the screen. Against the far back wall in the right corner is a seating area. But directly in line with the camera lens, against the wall, is a potted palm. And in front of that, a mysterious object appears to be brightly glowing. We hear a roll of thunder, and the glowing thing moves as if in response, a flapping motion reminiscent of wings. The camera detects and tries to zoom in on the area. After receiving notification of activity from the camera, the owner went out to check. She found nothing out of place, and nothing on the table where the glowing thing had been. Some viewers have suggested they hear a voice. The video was caught in May of 2023, 2 weeks after her father had passed away from complications of cancer treatment. He had built the home from scratch and spent many hours sitting in the swing directly beside the table where the glowing object appeared. The family suspects it was him paying a visit.
So I forgot to tell you all something, and that is that behind me tonight I have a REM pod. Anyway,
Hi, Remy.
and unlike the Ovilus, we can see it on screen, so we know what's going on. So polls are now closed. Panel will begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you'll get your chance to vote again. Why don't we start with you, Miriam? Why don't we? I don't know why you keep moving things around. Okay.
All I did was remove Ryan. He's so annoying. Okay, so I have pictures of the same pictures you guys have here on my phone, but I also have a picture of Dad so I can read. And I might want to talk to Penji. Give me just a sec. I'm tuning in. So, not unusual to have a loved one very much surrounding the home, right? We know that that's not unusual, that happens all the time. So to know that the father is there, we all understand that. I say that because I feel like for most of us that are familiar with spirituality, paranormal activity, when a loved one passes, they're going to stay very connected to their earthly surroundings and to those that they have left as long as needed, especially in a situation like this where Dad has passed and has gone all the way over to the other side. He is not stuck. He is not unsure, but he has made a choice, as many do, to stay very close to the family just to watch over and to be there as needed. So the family, as soon as I saw a picture of Dad, I felt my heart racing a little bit. So I feel like there was some almost like the heart short circuited, or something was not right with his heart. I just feel the need to say that at the end there. This was something that came on quickly as far as it feels like the condition with the heart. But he is also very much, is there a daughter? I don't know the family. I don't know who's where, and I don't know them at all. So, but I feel like there's a younger female that he's, I don't want to say concerned about, but very much connecting with and watching over for some reason. And so this light that has been seen was, it was important that the family recognized that and acknowledged that he's there. Like, it was important that those in the family became aware that he was there, and that is one way of him showing that he is there. But he also is wanting the family to understand that he's sticking around until something gets completed or resolved, or I don't know, is there a surgery coming up, or is there a baby being born, or something is going on. So he wants to be around for that. And this light. So let me clarify something about this light. And this is coming from Dad, which is going to make this whole thing very confusing on whether would I vote on it. The light wasn't him, right? But the light was created by him. But the light itself wasn't him, but the light was created by him. And so it's like I'm being shown almost as if I'm not literally, but like just to help you understand what went on, like he walked up and lit something so everyone knew that he was present, right? That's what happened. So if, with all that being said, I still would need to vote mystery on it, because the fact that a spirit was able to light something up, even though that spirit wasn't specifically him, for me is magical. And that's a mystery.
So, okay. So, and I'm leaving you on. it's funny because that's exactly what came to me but I'm going to word it a little bit differently. That it is an optical illusion that you're seeing, but because it's meant to resonate, and so it isn't the way that I see it is that it's like you just said, that light, it's not a light illuminating from the potted plant. It's something that gives that illusion of it, but it's meant for them to see. And because when I was looking at the thing that kind of would make me go myth, and I'm not saying I'm going myth, but if you look at the pot itself, there's another like water streak going horizontally on it a little bit, and it just when you have that sort of the rain and stuff, it really gives it can really mess up what we're seeing. So first and foremost, I do not doubt one bit that Dad is there, but it is if we're looking at it at face value, like, oh, we're asking if he created that light is like literally illuminating from the pot, I would say that is a myth. But if we're talking about, is this something that was created to give us that impression that Dad wants them to know that he's okay, then I give that a mystery. So, and it's just not clear cut, is it?
I mean, I feel like he came through pretty clear for me.
I mean, like, it's not clear cut in the sense of like, well, I guess can't be like myth or mystery. To me, it's because I see it two different ways. But I ultimately would say mystery to it.
I gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Whoops, sorry. Let's get you set up. There we go. And then.
All right. So, like usual, I cut it down here a little bit and blew it up just a little. One thing that caught my attention is right here. We have some reflection going on over there too. And right in here that it's sitting on is like a table or something like that. So I do agree with you two that, he's there. I don't doubt that a bit. But what we're looking at here, I don't know that I can call paranormal. I slowed it down and I took a couple different pictures here too of it. So what's really getting me is this reflection, because it's reflecting off the screen somehow. This one right here is directly in front of the camera. So we're going to have a lot of reflection coming off that infrared. And then I do appreciate that they sent some different pictures during the day so we can actually see what's over there. Now this one, it looks like this one, the table is kind of missing there. I don't see it. But at least we can see, is there a picture behind there? Is there a light fixture? Is there something? I don't see it in this particular one. In this one, we can really see that table showing up now, right here. And I zoomed in on that one too, so we can really get a better view of it. So to me, that looks like a glass top patio table, which glass does weird things with infrared. It may even be a glass edge on it, like a beveled edge, that if infrared was catching it, it's going to kick off and it's going to go in all sorts of different directions there if it's a beveled edge like that. I also, because we had these pictures, I went through and I layered them over each other. So the daylight, and then I'm going to take the nighttime one, and then I'm going to slowly feed the two of them together here. It's going to slowly fade so we can see that light behind there still as I start making the daylight disappear a little bit more and more. And we can see that it is almost sitting directly on that table. Pictures aren't exactly lined up, but to me, it's sitting right on that table or right on the edge of that table. I think it's catching the edge of that table like a beveled table. The other thing that I did notice too, and I want to replay the video, there's a little bit of wind movement. Obviously, we can see that with everything flying around here. But this plant here is also moving. We can see it moving a little bit. So there is some wind there. If it was reflecting on the screen, it would, oops, sorry about that. It would make that screen kind of wiggle too.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, this is a myth. Unfortunately, I don't think what we're looking at there is anything paranormal.
Okay. There we
Hold
go.
on, I have to do this 20 minutes later because, to be fair, I like to go full screen so I can see what this young man is speaking of. Listen, sir, I have a question though. So what's causing the camera to alert the family?
Probably
Like,
all
you know,
the bugs and stuff that were moving.
yeah, but then wouldn't it just keep going off? It just happened to go off the one time.
That
You know
we
what I
know
mean?
of. I guess we don't know for sure.
Well,
It
they
could
said
be
that's what they
anything.
said. You know what I mean? I mean, I
Yeah.
know it could be anything, but it's like I don't know anything about these Ring cameras. So how sensitive? I guess the question is how sensitive are they? And I think what's interesting, because in just the time we've been doing this show, is I think what sometimes I mean, I forget. Maybe you guys don't forget. I forget is I think it's interesting that the camera alerts in the moment that we are seeing something, right? Which is what causes people to go and look, and that's when they see something. Whereas if the camera was constantly alerting because there's bugs and there's lights and there's all this stuff, then it's kind of like, okay. But I think it's always, and I'm not saying that it is always paranormal for sure, but I think that's what also kind of brings that question to mind for families is like, well, why was I alerted right in that moment? You know what I'm saying? And how come what caused the camera to alert me in that moment versus how come the camera didn't alert me before when there was all the other stuff flying through? I'm just curious as to your thoughts on that with Ring cameras and such.
It could have been that the infrared caught just the right angle on that screen and the wind moved it just enough to sense a little bit of movement in there. Some of these cameras are crazy sensitive. I know mine has alerted me in the middle of the night because a spider web flew through in front of it. It just depends on how sensitive you make them.
Okay. And Angie is the video owner. She's saying that the table is metal, not glass.
Okay.
So that's good information. And let me see if there's anything else before. I know we're going to get into the audience stuff in just a sec. I just want to see if there's anything else that she said. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I appreciate that. That was cool. All
That's
right.
interesting. That's it. I think there. I mean, there is really some interesting takes on this. I'll be very interested to know what the audience thinks about it as well. Now, before we go back and do another vote, do we have a pre-analysis polling numbers?
We do.
So pre-analysis, we're at 33% myth, 44 mystery, and 22 unknown.
Very interesting. Okay. Well, this is very
This is
interesting.
where it gets fun.
It does. It does. So the question here is, folks, did your analysis change? Whether did or not, please vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your viewpoint on image number 1. And remember, even if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time because we're going to now do another vote here on image number 1. Okay, the panel has given their analysis. Now it's time to hear what the audience had to say. Miriam?
All right. So Nancy Jenny in Ireland debunked it for me. Okay, reflection is on the lens. My iPhone does that. Nancy says hi, Linda. Kimmy says hi. Jeremy's thinking the same thing. That's a reflection on the lens. Ashley is a myth. I think it's reflection. They're just being hopeful that he's there with them. Just like my mom thinking that every cardinal that comes to her feeder is my dad visiting her. That's sweet. Granddaughter Damien feels. Linda's saying that ghosts are finding unique ways to get attention more and more. I think that's an interesting point, Linda. Huh. That's plausible. Greg, manipulate the light in such a way so as to reflect on the lens. Linda's saying, look like something fragile enough to flutter in the wind. I'm assuming a wind because of the stuff flying around. True. John says myth. Nancy, let's see. So what Ryan is calling a reflection to me looks like the light from a window in the house behind. It's an interesting point. Jeremy thinks it's reflecting from the wind chimes. And Linda just saw a giant bush behind the patio. Now we're talking about that. And then, hold on. Damien says, stayed with mystery and glad Angela confirmed metal table. And that's all I got. And let's see what the private chat here, post analysis. Oh, interesting.
Is it now?
Oh, if only you guys would know.
Yeah, well, apparently we never will. So
you'll never find out.
So post analysis, we went up to 50% myth, 31 mystery, and 18% unknown.
This is one of those things, I think, and this is what I do when I do a lot of spirit box work, is like if it resonates to you, then what does it matter ultimately?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just, you know, like, you know, and I think every viewpoint is very valid, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, every cardinal that comes up to Ashley's mom, why not? You know, if it resonates to her, if it makes her feel better, why not? And same with this. So it's very interesting, isn't it? And it's very interesting when you get those emotions attached to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I agree with you, and I think that you know, we've talked about this a lot of times before, and this is why I think the show and what we do is so important and so fascinating, because, you know, Ryan is able to make sense of things, right? Like he did tonight, but at the same time, there's also an experience happening for the family that I don't feel is fake, or that not that Ryan or anyone is saying that it is. I'm just trying to articulate what I'm feeling. And so we tend to notice that you can have two things happening at the same time. You can have something be what Ryan just said it was. And then you can also have this father saying, hey, I created all these events to come together at one time so that you guys would understand I'm here and I'm going to be here through whatever you're going through or whatever is needed. And that's just very, very common. And like to the commenter about her mom who sees every bird and thinks it's her husband, I feel like, if yes, like you said, Greg, if that makes you feel better, but also understand, for all of us to understand, is the more that we allow ourselves to be open to these experiences being something deeper than just, oh, it's a bird, we understand how everything is in divine order, and we understand that everything is everywhere always. So the understanding that when we die, yes, we've left this body, but we are still present. The spirit is still present, which is why mediums can speak to them, which is why people have dreams, people see whatever that is. And I think it's just a matter of us allowing ourselves to reach beyond the physical and understand that messages come through the television, the radio, social media, your friends. Messages can come through total strangers. Messages can come through a song, and those messages are being directed to you. They are. Now, if you pick it apart the way we do on this show, to the rest of the world, it's just a song. To the rest of the world, it's a reflection. And it's is just a song and it is just a reflection. But that song and that reflection was sent to you by someone that is watching over you. So for you, that experience is real and is more than just a song and more than just a reflection. Both can be true and both are true. And I think that that's very important. And so let's allow ourselves to feel the loved ones every time we feel the need to, because it's just opening us up to more than just this physical experience. And even Ryan's work is opening us up to more than just this experience, because he's forcing us to think critically. He's forcing us to use our intuition stronger. I'm just doing the show with you guys for the last year. It's like I want to tune my intuition even clearer so that I can really align with what we're looking at and maybe one day align with Ryan, and so the work that Ryan's doing is so important for all of us, because it's just asking us to go deeper with what senses we do use, go deeper with them. So when Ryan does his analysis, your intuition can go, okay, I feel that, I see that, but I'm also feeling something happening over here, because both can be true. Just felt the need to actually be serious for a moment.
Actually, on that note too, I have had where I've caught an EVP and everybody in the group heard it. We recognized the voice. It was a deceased friend of ours, and his wife happened to be there, and we all heard one thing when we let her listen to it. It was a message directed to her, and she was the only one that was able to hear what was being said. Nobody else could hear that. So yeah, they can, I think, manipulate to make sure that the people that need it are getting the message that they need.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, it was neat.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm just reading through the comments one more time, because there's a lot of people are talking. I'm just curious. Hi, Jill Jade. Angel signs. That's really cool. Do we die and nearly exist on a parallel plane with this? So Patrick, of course, that's a loaded question, right? And I think everybody has their thoughts. My experience with my work has been that, yes, there obviously are different dimensions and different planes, but people also reincarnate and come back through. And so it depends. What I've experienced, like in this gentleman's experience right now, he's passed over, but he's choosing to stay present for a certain amount of time. And then he may come back into body. He may not. He may exist in an angelic form. We don't know. It's different for everybody. And when that time comes, let's say I do a reading for them in a couple years or maybe even a couple months, I may find that he's in a different space or that he has reincarnated. And Linda Judd was just giving props to Ryan. Okay. That was awesome. Thank you, Harlow. Another great find.
It was.
Has it really almost been a year since we've been doing this?
Pretty close, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to transcribe this episode into words and just do a word count on each of us, see who has the most words. And
I pretty much will win every episode. What's the prize is the question.
There is no one wins. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, you know what? Here's another way to spin it. Ryan, those are opportunities for you to take little mini naps so that we can continue with the show. And when you get up at 4 a.m., you're not nearly as tired.
Well, I'm just thinking for those who want to watch Ghost Box Radio, and I get it. There's not many. Trust me, I know this. There's not many, but you're not going to tonight because we're not even done with video number 1 yet. So let's see here. No, that's good. It's all good. I mean, I'm just giving you all a hard time, kind of. And it is something that I always tell people too. Like when you're doing spirit box work and we're doing it over the internet, and that people don't hear it, but the person who's meant to hear it, that message comes through better. They hear the voice or whatever else. I'm not here to tear it apart. And I'm not saying Ryan tore it apart. I'm already just like, oh no, that's not what I meant. But the thing is that we all communication in general, we all accept it differently all the time. So it's good. It's a good conversation. And the fact is that I have a feeling, even though Ryan looked at that video and told us what he thinks it is, I think, and I'm not going to put words in your mouth, Ryan, but I feel like that you could also totally understand where we're coming from as well. It's because
for sure.
you definitely are you balance on both sides of that. So
Yep.
kind of a hybrid robot paranormal thing. I don't know what you are.
Paranormal robot.
Paranormal robot. Pararobot. All right. So it's time for Myth or Mystery Viral Video segment brought to you by Ghost Inspector Greg. We'll play. You can't even write his name in the script anymore. Greg wasn't even in there. Just Ghost Inspector. Should we just call him Ghost Inspector now?
No, I just stopped reading the full script.
It's like every week words just kind of disappear, and I just kind of like I've done this enough. I can fill it in, but
I'll work on that.
No, you won't. It's time for Myth or Mystery Viral Video segment brought to you by Ghost Inspector Greg. We will play viral videos one, and you will then have the time to vote Myth or Mystery. Now, remember, folks, if Mystery receives the most votes, that video will be analyzed on an upcoming show. If Myth receives the most votes, the video will not be analyzed, and it will be launched into space, never to be seen again. So if we're ready for it, why don't we get started? Once again, you got to go over to YouTube to vote at Myth or Mystery Live. That link is at the top of the comments section if you're watching us on Facebook. Let's see what Ghost Inspector Greg has in store for us this week.
Welcome back to another Viral Videos with Ghost Inspector Greg. Let's get into it. Crop circles. Are these just some man-made hoax? Artists trying to pull the wool over our eyes? Are these markers? Are these markers from aliens so that other craft can have navigation on this earth? What do you think about crop circles?
Now, remember, they can only pull the wool out of over our eyes if it's a sheep farm. Now, after trivia, we'll be announcing polling numbers from the viral video segments.
Bad.
Please share with us the viral videos that you're interested in, whether they make you feel something intuitively or you're just curious if it's myth or mystery. We want to know the why behind why you chose that particular video to submit to us. Please submit videos via our website, mythormysterylive.com. Your name will remain anonymous if you choose. It's time. Here we go. Are we ready? So, okay. First of all, it wasn't a bad sheep joke, okay? But it said wolf.
It wasn't a good one.
Avi said,
Did you have a better?
after
You had a
said
better
that.
one. You had a better one you were going to tell.
I'm not a joke teller.
We know. So it said wolf.
Yeah.
I really wish Avi would talk when we are looking at it. It's so camera shy. It's so annoying. That's all.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean,
get that buzzer ready.
I have theories on that I've said already. So the thing was, it's like you and your wife were trying to set this thing up, and it would still keep falling down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Hold on, we got another joke here. What do you call a skeleton that cleans? The grim sweeper. Ba-dum-bum.
Let's see.
Oh, so I'm abstaining. First off, let's talk about the big word that Sticks Boy just used.
Yeah, that I knew you were going to have a problem with that one.
Let's just sit with that word for a minute. From the trivia this week, after Greg telling me I win too much, so I'm not playing. He sounded like a little kid. So
I know,
I'm
it
not
was just
playing.
Chuck, grow up, okay? That's all I'm going to say on that matter.
I'm not. I win. Yes, we know you win too much. It's not a. It's only Greg that gets mad at people. I don't get mad at people. Anyway, get the buzzer ready, people.
Oh, it's ready to go. Now this might be an easy one for people. And well, if Chuck's not playing, then it might be easy for other people. So once again, folks, this is how we do it. You're gonna have 5 seconds to answer the trivia question. If you win this question, your name will be written down and added to Scully, which is right here, and we'll be doing a drawing at the beginning of November for some very cool Myth or Mystery merch if your name gets drawn. Chuck, who's won pretty much everything from Myth or Mystery so far, I think he likes the stuff. We just sent him a mug. And then Jeremy, who has the second most stuff. I mean, Jeremy, are you wearing your Myth or Mystery shirt tonight?
I think Jeremy went to bed early.
For God's sake. All right.
Yeah, he said see you all next week.
Yeah, not unless we see you first. All right, so here we go. This is the question, okay? Very simple.
Okay.
What does Nosferatu mean in English? What does Nosferatu mean in English? You have 5 seconds to answer the question, starting now. What does Nosferatu mean in English? It's a pretty simple one. Oh, Tom, who won again. He doesn't get. It doesn't say a word all night, but he's just like the trivia sniper over there.
He just sneaks in with his little answer. So wait a minute, we don't get to use the buzzer.
Well, who else? Well, don't put up the right one. Nope, that's not it. There we go.
Here's the thing, I don't know the answer to any of these. That's why I never know.
Did anyone else answer at all, or was it just Tom?
Hold on. Bad?
See that deserves a.
All right. All right. Good job, Tom.
Do we only have two answers then tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why no one's playing. I guess you scared everyone off.
Well, so you're saying being rude to them makes them not want to play?
Yes, surprisingly.
All right.
Not bringing in more people.
Whatever. All right. So, do we have results from viral video number 1?
Oh. Are we going to put Tom's name in, Scully?
Oh, gosh. What's wrong with us? Yes, Tom, of course. Sorry. Gosh.
You just want to put like I don't know, just Xerox like 100 of them, so every time he wins every week, he can just stick them in there.
Well, every time, so no one's going to play anymore because when they win, you're just like, okay, you don't get to play anymore. You won. That's it. Poor Ashley is probably crying in the corner right now.
I guarantee she's not crying. I guarantee the stuff I say to her only makes her stronger. Trust me, it's a weird thing. All right, are you ready?
Okay, hold on. Ashley has something cocky to say. Didn't want Greg to get all snarky at me, so I didn't answer.
I could just hear her voice. So, and Ryan knows that's an accurate depiction. So anyway.
Oh, there you guys.
If I say enough about her, Ryan will be beaten by her because there's nowhere else for her to put out her aggression. So anyway.
Her anger towards you goes on Ryan. Got it.
If he shows up with black eyes, yeah, pretty much. All right. Here, ready?
1, 2.
close. All right, there we go. I need to make it louder next time.
You should hear my impression of you. I fine-tuned it over the years. That's funny. That's funny that she was very specific. She's like, I fine-tuned it.
I would like to hear it because it require her voice going down like 40 octaves. So I would be very interested in hearing how that goes. I mean, you have to stop inhaling the helium for a little bit, but that's fine. All right.
All right, now here we go.
Is there a show still going on? What? Okay,
yes.
So we were at 50% myth and 31% mystery.
Wait a minute.
Where's the coming from?
Did I get that wrong?
No, we did. Hold on. I put the wrong one up. Hold on. I thought it was wrong too. I was like,
that's not the right one.
There's no unknown in the pyro videos.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was because when the Avi said wolf, it was like, it threw me off. Here we go.
There, that looks better. 36% myth and 63% mystery. So we got one that we're going to take a look at.
Got one that we're going to do. Look at that. All right. Well, that deserves a. All right. So, with that being said, it's time to take a look at viral video number 2. And we're going to have viral video number 2 polling number. Wait, sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. I don't even know where I am anymore.
This show is going to shit.
I know this is going downhill. So let's see here. Moving on to viral video number 2. Remember, you're going to be voting myth or mystery, just like you did last time. Mystery receives the most votes. That video will be analyzed for an upcoming show. And if myth receives the most votes, that video will not be analyzed. It will be shot into the sun. We'd like to shoot stuff into the sun. We don't think it's going to damage the sun at all. So let's get started on viral video number 2. Voting is open at YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. Please go there and vote again. Here's viral video number 2.
Welcome back to another Viral Videos with Ghost Inspector Greg. Let's get into it. Our pets, are we going to see them again one day? Is this a sign to this family that their wonderful little pup is still with them? Let me know what you think. Signs of our loved ones. Right before our eyes, in this case, Biscuit. You know, all dogs go to heaven. Check this out.
As Natalie tosses the ashes into the air, a shape emerges that looks remarkably like Biscuit. Watch again. As Natalie tosses the ashes into the air, a shape emerges that looks remarkably like Biscuit.
All right, so we are going to get to those polling numbers after this. All right, here we go. We're doing trivia number 2. Once again, you have 5 seconds to answer the question. If you, I was just saw Tom. I'm like, did he already get the answer to my trivia question before I even said it? I mean, I'm just like, Tom, if you get this right, we put your name in twice. How about that for you, huh? Miriam, aren't I being nice tonight? You're muted, and that's quite all right. So
wait! I was muted because Bruce came home, and they were making a lot of noise. You were forcing your kindness.
Well,
that's all I wanted to say.
It is tough. I get it. So let's do the second trivia question right now. You have 5 seconds to answer it. And the question is, who produced the very first Frankenstein film? Who produced the very first Frankenstein film? You have 5 seconds to answer this question. The question is, who produced the very first Frankenstein film? Do we have anyone in the audience here?
Hold on. Coming in.
Not the full name, though, is it?
Here comes another one.
No,
Here comes
Tom.
another one.
I mean, no, Tom. It's not.
Damien, do a buzzer for Damien. I love the buzzer.
Oh, see, you got. Sorry, it might be too much of a stickler asking you to put it on one. Where's Ashley? Because I'm sure this is very simple for her. You know, well, come on, Ashley, you can play with us.
No one got it. This is what you get for running everyone out of town.
No, someone got it, but he didn't put it all on one answer.
Oh, okay. So now, that's why you were saying you don't want to be a stickler. Is that Damien?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the answer?
Thomas Edison.
And wait, Damien did that in pieces? Hold
He
on.
said Thomas Eddy son.
Oh, I thought he meant son like someone's son.
No.
Okay, Damien wins.
So Damien won. Now, so first of all, folks, because a lot of you are talking about the 1931 Frankenstein film, and that the very first Frankenstein film was 1910, and it was produced by Thomas Edison. So that's a little bit different there. So
Interesting.
Here, hold on.
Hammer, not Hammer.
Joe
is the right answer. Joe produced the first Frankenstein film. Good old Joe.
I know this is the first time Damien won. I'm very excited for him.
Yep.
Ready?
Nope. Hold on. Let me get my snare drum out here. It's nice to see new names being added, isn't it?
It is.
Here we go. There we go. All right. So there we are with that. Now, with that being said, what do we have the polling numbers for viral video number 2?
Okay, so hold on.
I know where we're going.
1 sec. I got to get this up. It's so exciting.
Hasta luego, giddy up, hasta luego, giddy up, hasta luego, see you later, hasta luego, see you later.
You gotta admit that was funny, man.
That was funny. That's good.
I like that one.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Harlow did a great job on that. And when I heard that song, I was like, oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. How come nobody liked Biscuit?
I don't know.
That's the way they voted.
I know, but I like
That's how the biscuit crumbles. I mean, I don't know.
Oh man. All right, hold on. People are talking. Oh, good. Someone thought it was funny. Oh, look at this. That is the best thing I've seen in ages. Okay, wait though. You know what? You know what would be really funny is if you played the voice texting Harlow and I were doing back and forth about what to do. It was just like, I'm like, okay, so do a like all you need to know is Harlow came back with, okay, I don't mean to be difficult, but what are you talking about is basically what she said. And I was like, a skeleton with wings. And maybe it was just like
a singing skeleton with wings.
Oh, God. That was funny. All right. We do need a biscuit comparison. I know.
I had wondered that myself, that where was all right, here we go. What now? Everyone forgetting his
dude. The fighting between Ashley and Greg is just what keeps this show going.
You should see them when they get together in person.
Well, I was thinking, my gosh, Ryan, what a blessed life you live, indeed. So okay. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, that was good, guys.
That's interesting. I was thinking about too. Is like, what did Biscuit look like? I mean, it's dog shaped. I mean, I get that, but is he a little shaped dog, and is he made of ashes? No, anyway, I'm just kidding. But
we do need that little for the jokes,
rim
for
shot.
The dad jokes, and for the
we don't have many jokes, so we don't. I never thought we needed to have one.
That's actually a good point. All right, let's do this.
All right,
Ryan's got to go to bed. Ryan. Let's count how many times Ryan's yawned tonight. That would be a good drinking game. hey, you know what I was also thinking? Maybe inappropriate, but we need a fun drinking game for Halloween.
Oh, so great. So you guys can get blitzed during it.
Yeah. Well, the audience can. We have to think of something fun to do. So, like, every time something happens, the audience drinks. So every time Greg is mean to someone, the audience drinks.
Or every time Miriam speaks over 5 minutes at one time, everyone drinks.
Anytime Miriam interrupts somebody.
Every time Miriam has a dog show up on screen.
Oh my God, every time Miriam pees from laughing.
Right.
Oh God, I need to put a diaper
And folks, when she says that, she's sitting right now. And she's
And
saying
and I'm also not lying. Okay, here we go.
Image number 2 is the urban legend of Mothman. Audience, you are going to Jello shots. That works too. Audience, you will vote before the panel analysis. You will then have a total of 60 seconds to complete your vote. Let's take a look at Mothman in image number 2.
Humankind has a fascination for otherworldly creatures, from dragons and fairies, banshees and unicorns, to Bigfoot and zombies. Many of these are presented in stories as terrifying, able to cause us physical harm, or at the very least, unnerve us with their supernatural powers. The unknown is usually scary. In the mythos of urban legends, many characters qualify as frightening. The Mothman legend is one that has garnered something of a cult status. The first reported sightings of Mothman occurred in 1966 in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. In one of these incidents, 2 young couples told police they had seen a large black creature with red eyes standing near the road in a location known as the TNT area, a former munitions plant from World War II. They described the humanoid figure as 7 feet tall with white wings. They claimed to have been unable to determine facial features due to its mesmerizing eyes. Frightened, they drove off, but said that the creature flew after them, making a screeching sound until they reached the city limits. There were as many as 100 people reported to have seen Mothman in the years 1966 and 67, including 2 volunteer firemen. The county sheriff thought it had to be a giant heron, and a wildlife biologist at West Virginia University said witness descriptions sounded to him like a sandhill crane, having wandered from its regular migration route. People in the area wouldn't be familiar with it. Then in December of 1967, the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant collapsed, causing the death of 46 people. After the bridge incident, many people claimed they had seen Mothman on or near the bridge the day before, as if an omen of the tragedy to come. The bridge collapse was technically attributed to a faulty I-bar suspension chain and poor maintenance, but many connected him with the terrible accident, even though there had never been a mention of attacks or violence when people encountered him. Some people have expressed a theory that Mothman had been trying to give a warning of the coming tragedy and wasn't responsible for the deaths. After the bridge collapse, Mothman was rarely seen in the area. As with other urban legends, the story became popular nationwide after a book about Mothman by John Keel in 1975 was turned into a feature film in 2002. It correlated the paranormal events to sightings of the creature. Several other films, documentaries, and video games followed. Was Mothman all just a mistaken sighting of a large crane or heron, or owl with reflective eyes, a tale that grew as a result of mass hysteria? There have also been many known hoaxes. Questions remained about the TNT area being contaminated. Perhaps Mothman might have been created by radiation from toxic waste or fallout from nuclear weapons testing. The 60s was a period of time when UFO and alien stories were rampant, and fears were high regarding Russia and biological warfare. Other catastrophic incidents have been connected to Mothman over the years. In 1999, the creature was reportedly seen in Moscow before the Russian apartment bombings. Conspiracy theorists speculate he was at Chernobyl and the World Trade Center. There have also been 55 sightings of him in Chicago, but no one incident has been attributed to him. The positive aspect of the Mothman story is that Point Pleasant residents decided to adopt him as an essential mascot. In 2002, they held the first annual Mothman Festival in an attempt to lure visitors and revitalize the town. A 12-foot metallic statue was created and permanently displayed in 2003. The Mothman Museum and Research Center opened there in 2005. An estimated 15,000 people visit for the event each year. Whether he's real or not, the story certainly captures the imagination and remains one of the more fascinating urban legends.
Okay, polls are closed. Panel will begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you will all get a chance to vote again. We're going to start with Miriam. What you think?
Greg, can we do this together with the pendulum?
Sure.
All right. The Mothman is new to me. This is not anything I was familiar with before this, so I really not really sure where to begin. So let me just see what comes up really quick for me for first question. Is it saying yes or no right now?
Right
Or
now
nothing?
it's going towards no because I just had asked show me yes and show me no. So now it's showing me
Okay.
no.
I feel like Mothman is let me just ask, is Mothman a figment of people's imaginations?
No.
Was he born from was he born from a disaster? Like, did a disaster create this entity?
No.
I'm feeling two separate. So the reason why I'm leaning towards this being a myth is because I'm feeling two separate experiences happening. I feel like I'm feeling like a lot of figment of people's imaginations, but I'm feeling something manipulating the imagination. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like there's an entity that's, I almost want to say, manipulating the imagination. I don't feel like there is actually a Mothman. I feel like there is a manipulation of the mind happening. So, pendulum, is there a manipulation of the mind happening with Mothman?
Yes.
All right. So, Greg, what do you have for questions? Anything?
Are there more than one? Is there more than one Mothman? Yes. Are you a harbinger of disaster? No. Are you hoping that people take that they if they see you that they know that something is going to happen? No.
Harlow's asking if Mothman is alien.
Is Mothman alien? No. Are you an elemental?
I don't even feel Mothman entering a body. I feel like this is an energy that stays outside of a physical body and manipulates the mind.
Well, I was going to ask, is it interdimensional?
Mm-hmm.
And it says no. I don't think that we're getting the truth, though.
I know. I was thinking that same thing.
And I don't mean to the last question. I mean, no, I think it's just kind of trying to throw us off.
Yeah, I agree. So much for that. But actually, that would almost lend itself to me. Okay, so I'm going mystery on this. I just am. I think there's because here's the thing. I don't believe there's an actual physical Mothman. I don't feel, let me rephrase that. I don't feel there's an actual physical Mothman. And the reason why I say that is because we're not looking for whether or not you believe in something. We're asking if you guys feel, or if you choose to put pieces together and make logic of it's real, or if something is real or not. I feel there is something at play, and it is a entity outside that is manipulating minds. So for me, I'm going mystery.
It's interesting because, you know, earlier we're asking in the community about how do you sense energies and stuff. And I just feel like that it's almost always really easy to sense when you're being misled. Because to me personally, it's kind of visual, like something is being pulled over and it's not wool, but you just kind of get this idea that there is something that's not right about this. And that's what I got from that. Just real fast, because I don't want to keep us. I'm not here to say what exists, what doesn't exist, or anything. I believe that it's very possible. So for me, Mothman is a mystery as well.
Nice, 2 for 2. And let's bring it home.
All right. Here we go.
Do you need you want to be put? You want your stuff put up?
Yeah, I got some stuff to throw up here.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
goody.
Okay, so there's, obviously been some stories on it. There's some pictures that somebody supposedly took. The one there on the left, this guy right here, to me is clearly an owl. You can see the rounded wingtips. Owls always have rounded wings. The other one, this one made me laugh when I first saw it. Looks like a guy jumping with cardboard wings or something. I don't know. Like they do the what is it, the Red Bull plunge or whatever.
Oh yeah, sure.
That one kind of made me laugh a little bit. I did some more digging into it too. Wiki even says that there's been a lot of hoaxes, a lot of people saying that this could be birds, which led me down the trail of the Audubon Society, which is a bird
Interesting.
site. The Audubon Society thinks it's a barred owl, which is a big owl. And because of the blood vessels in their eyes, they actually reflect more reddish. They actually took it a step further. I was reading into their website. They did a bunch of tests where they put red reflectors up on cardboard cutouts, different sizes of cardboard cutouts, set them on a road at night, and had people drive by and tell the researchers how big was number one, number two, and number three. With the reflection, nobody could actually get an accurate judge of how big the cutouts were. So at night with the reflections, you can't actually tell how big anything is out there. It distorts it. And then I went one step further. This is what a barred owl looks like with the reflections. So you see that at night in the dark, a flashlight or a headlight catches it, and it could be a little bit freaky, make you think something. And barred owls are big, and especially if they're hiding up in a tree or something, you catch a tree branch right, it makes it look like a very large animal out there. For me, though, this is a myth.
Oh, see, sorry. Okay? Let me explain why I always myth giving him a myth. Because I always expand my screen big because I'm always interested to see what he's saying. And so when I expand my screen big, I don't have access to my little stuff on the side. Okay.
Boy, I'd hate to have one where is God real and have Ryan go after that. Jeez.
I know. It's
Such a
gone real.
What a buzzkill. Jeez.
No, but wait, what's interesting about, first of all, loved all that. That was awesome. I love the trail you went down. Also, owls are omens, right? So it makes sense that people may see an owl before something tragic happens because owls are omens. They're not bad necessarily omens, but they are omens. They're considered sorcerers, which sorcerer is a source seer, a seer of the source, God, whomever you refer to it as. And so, yes, you will see, and you can, and it's probably very common to see owls before something good or bad may happen. So thank you for that. And that's a good reminder. That was awesome.
And folks, if you're watching, you take your drink now. I love it. You just put on your glasses and then you laughed and you took them right off.
I got to clean them. They're too dirty.
I will never get this. So do we have some pre-analysis numbers that we can share?
Oh, shit. And I'm cleaning my dirty glasses with my white top. That's smart. Yes, we do. Urban legend.
We were at 43% myth, 25 mystery, and 31 unknown.
Wow. There we go. All right.
I love this part.
So this will be interesting. Did your analysis change? Whether it did or not, please, everyone go vote again. We want to know if the panel had shifted your viewpoint on image number 2. Remember, even if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time. And here's your countdown. Okay, the panel has given their analysis. Now it's time to hear what the audience thought of it.
I got to go back because the audience has some good ideas for drinking games. But first of all, Jill said we should do biscuit anyway because we haven't had pets in a while. That's very true.
Well, they didn't vote. It's that if you wanted it, you got to go vote.
I know.
I'm not, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's being snarky again." Well, no, this isn't like, okay, it didn't go where we want.
All right, drink.
Holy shit! What's going on over there?
I sneezed. Okay, sorry.
The backdrop started moving. I mean,
I know. Sorry, you were saying?
I don't remember. None of us do.
Still need my liver, so I may not tune in. Okay, every time someone says trick or treat, I don't trust us to say trick or treat enough. Okay, so you guys will make blueberry jello shots. There's a star.
Booberry. Anyway.
Oh, God, another dad joke. Got it. Mothman is my favorite. Okay, I can't vote because YouTube is being dumb. I vote mystery for Mothman. Okay, Harlow is a great storyteller. She has a very soothing voice. That is true. Ancient Egypt has
hieroglyphs,
flying beings in various cultures. I know. Took me a second.
The handle.
Crunchy Soap still can't YouTube, but definitely think he exists. Linda Judd got distracted by surfing. I just love putting her stuff up there because it's hysterical. Here's another one. Harlow has a soothing storytelling voice. I want her to read me a book. All right, guys, Mothman. Let's get back on track here.
Did you say MothMan?
I said Mothman. Is Mothman a species? Oops, I forgot to check the comments while we were doing the. Sorry, guys. Why are we talking about Richard Gere? I lost it. I lost somewhere. I missed
The
the
movie. They made a movie out of Mothman.
Oh, about Mothman.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would be
all these
so
questions
desperate.
for Penji. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Jeremy wants me to tell everyone he's back.
Thanks for letting us know.
Look at all these questions. You guys, should we do Penji again? I'm sorry.
No.
Will you
It's like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going. Is Mothman from the future? Is it from all these questions? And we didn't ask any of it. I just really botched it. Sorry.
Yes.
All right. We got to go back here. I thought it said my Labrador pendulum got some answers as Greg with your question. There's a Labrador pendulum. Jeremy York wasn't expecting us to still be live.
Nor did we, honestly.
All right. So sorry, guys. I should have asked all these questions, but I didn't. So everyone hates me. So now the private chat is, I'm going to do this a different way. So give me about 20 more minutes.
Like accurately or?
No, I'm going to try and tack it onto this. If this works. Oh, shit. Show. I don't know if this works. So pre-analysis. Okay. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
So pre-analysis, we were at 43% myth, 25 mystery, and 31 unknown. Post-analysis, we went up to 60% myth, 33% mystery, and 6% unknown.
Okay.
Wow. There we go. All right.
I think everyone fell asleep for a second there. All right. Sorry.
Just curious, Ryan, are Fridays very difficult for you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Let's go, people. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Miriam's like, let's go, people. Come on. All right, Miriam. All right. So let's take a look at the scoreboard here.
So video one and
How is it
two. Video 1 and 2, I was the outlier there. And yeah, I was the outlier for everything. The audience pretty much agreed with you guys.
Yep, and rightly so. Rightly so. With that, so Harlow, what? First of all, well done on that video package about Mothman. That was great.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun to put together. Mothman, pretty interesting.
That was really cool. Very informative too. What do you think of tonight? Or do you even remember the beginning of the night? Because I don't think I do anymore.
It's hard, but I try to make notes just in case these things happen. I really think it was a good indication of the balance that we have on the show, especially the insights for the first video with Ryan and Miriam talking about the aspects of how it can be both, something that's physical and something that's a connection with the spirit. So I like that a lot.
Good. No, that was very good.
Urge people to send in their costume photo contests entries of either themselves or pets in costume for the photo contest.
That'll be fun. That'll be very cool. And if you're joining us out at 300 Clifton for the event, we should have some Myth or Mystery stuff to give away out there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So there we go. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be talking about that more as well as the costume contest over the next couple of weeks as we get towards that and talk a little bit more about Ghost Inspector Greg being over at Forever Hollywood. So there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff going on. So it's very exciting. With that being said, thank you all for joining us on Myth or Mystery. Each week we bring new videos for you and the panel to weigh in on. If you caught paranormal on camera or you have extraordinary ghost or alien experience you'd like to share, please send it through our website, mythormysterylive.com. Once again, that's mythormysterylive.com. If you enjoyed our show, please like and share. We'd really appreciate that. We'll be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central here on Myth or Mystery. Everyone have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Sit, boo, sit. Good dog.